that was some bullshit he did. He said, "Y'all did everything. Let's go DJ." You know good and well Kid Capri didn't want that smoke. that nigga was flexing on him.
You can do all this scratchy shit, but nigga, can you rock a red alert? He a cool 96.
He didn't even know he was there.
Stupid. Wow. That hurt my feelings. God damn. You're a cold boy.
You. Oh, nigga, these is jewels. I hope we recorded. This is gonna be fun.
Record. Turn that up. No fuck up. That was the other reason you couldn't hear yourself. I had to man that one down. Try it again, Rodney.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah.
I forgot how to do this. It's been so long.
You needed days off.
Did I?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Nigga, off these.
These niggas here.
Gia.
We at 61, right?
Excellent question.
Yeah.
I want to say yes.
Yeah, we at 61. 60 was the last one.
No days off.
Ready?
Check.
You knocking them out. You got 60 already?
Check.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm watching your mic.
You ready?
I'm watching that.
You gotta move this up so it don't keep hitting.
No, it didn't. It didn't hit it.
Oh.
It didn't hit it. I was just watching.
Okay.
Everybody's on.
Yes, sir.
Check.
Everybody's on. Sounds crispy. I'm ready when you ready.
All right. Welcome to the Owner's Box. Let's do that again because that was loud as shit.
It was a little loud.
That was hot, though. That's where you want to be.
But yeah, it was good.
All right. Welcome to the Owner's Box. We at episode 61. Clap it up.
Yes, sir.
61 in the building.
B Price in the building.
Yeah.
Young Walker's in the building.
We in here.
And I round out the trio. I am Seuss the Connect. And we have a guest with us today.
Talk about it.
Introduce yourself, sir.
What up, y'all? Roddy Perry, comedian extraordinaire.
Oh, shit.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Do that one.
Yeah,
Extraordinary.
that's French. Nigga, it's incredible.
No doubt. B Price, how was your week?
It was incredible. It's French.
Yeah.
First,
I
we
think that
want
was
to
Spanish.
offer my condolences. I
Oh,
know
word,
that you
word.
had a
Appreciate
passing in your family.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But let's go back a little bit because we've been off. You know, these hella days doing famous shit.
I was doing regular shit.
But you had a birthday.
Oh man, that's been past. Nigga,
Right.
you ain't been here that long.
Right.
When was your birthday? When was your birthday?
I saw you on my birthday.
You for Casey's
At
thing.
Casey's joint. My birthday's on the 30th, so after midnight.
We got to talk about that week.
September 30th.
Yeah.
Libra.
Yeah.
We got to
Okay.
talk. We got to
man.
talk about that
I'm
week.
15 days before you.
Word. Well, happy birthday, sir.
I take it.
You a Virgo though.
I am a Virgo.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be fly.
I know, and it's hard, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it, right?
You're doing good.
I appreciate you, brother. But no, it was it was. If we going back that far, that was dope.
And then after that, we had the party on Monday at Zari.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all was in the streets.
It was.
Sue's got the sinister look like that was a good party.
No, I forgot. I forgot. That was the finale. It's Case wraps it up, and I look at I was showing you pictures I got on my phone. When it's like what March? When is Madeline's birthday?
March 29th.
So March, and then May, and September, it'd be like a lot of pictures of niggas out in venues,
Right. Kicking it. Getting it.
with copious amounts of beverages. And, so,
Copious.
Yeah,
Cool,
man.
that's a lot.
I don't know.
A
I
lot
don't know
for
what
everybody
language
that
that
don't
is.
know.
But it was
Look that up.
yeah, that was it was the first time I've been over there in a while. Over there on Howell Mill, shit all over Atlanta is looking different.
Yeah.
If you ain't been nowhere in a while, when you go over there, it ain't gonna look the same.
Oh, that's Smokehouse joint. Yeah, Howell Mill. Right.
Yeah. That ain't the one you was talking about? You was talking about the other one.
Sorry.
Jesus
had,
Christ.
Yeah, we had to shut.
I'm sorry.
Cut the singing off.
when Kyle came through.
Right.
Donnell Jones was in there.
Right.
Kept looking at him. Was like, yo, I know this nigga. Who is this?
Kyle Barker?
No, my homeboy Kyle.
You talking about the actor nigga.
From the crib. And so he was in there, and that was that was all right.
It's kind of popping in there.
It was
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I throw parties. Man. That's what I do.
Hey man, I can't do that shit. And then the other party at the Smokehouse.
Right.
Yeah, that was the finale.
That was
The party was already. That was Case's birthday.
Yeah.
that was on his birthday.
That was actual birthday.
Yeah.
Right. Then we did the finale over there.
Yeah.
So it was a good look all around.
Yeah, it was good. So I guess I guess my weeks have been all right. I've been tired as shit. Let's talk about that. No, matter of fact, that's what it was. That day after that joint, the last one,
Right.
and even the other one is all right. I gotta work, nigga.
I gotta work.
Yeah, I go and I clock in with the man, and I got to work barely.
You was passed out over here on the floor.
Nick, I slept here. Which one? It was the first one I slept here,
The first one you slept.
and then
yeah.
I went straight to work from here.
Right.
Yeah, wow, bruh. The work days after, them shits was difficult. Difficult.
You ain't find a little corner
did.
and go to sleep. Right. You gonna cut that out.
Right.
Shout out to Renee. She be listening.
Well,
What up, Renee? I wasn't sleeping at work. Renee said
long lunch.
She said I'll be definitely. She said I'll be misquoting her. I'll be giving her quotes to other people. And then I get to work. She be like, I said that. They didn't say that. So, Renee, shout out to you.
I know we walked through TSA. One of the guys in there, he seen Case. He's like, "Oh, I heard you on the Owners Box podcast." Nigga, Case is behind me. It's my podcast. Nigga, you ain't say shit.
right. Yo. Hey, homie. I'm the owner. It's my box.
You don't count, nigga. You don't
Did
count.
you say that? You said that?
I didn't know because Case said, "Yo, that dude over there just tapped me talking about I heard you on the Owners Box podcast.
okay,
It's
okay.
dope." I turned around and like, "Nigga, it's my shit," and I came in there before him. you didn't say shit.
You patted me down. You gave me a cavity search. You ain't shout out my joint.
He just heard it. He didn't see it. He heard it. He don't know what you look like.
Nigga, I have a suit shirt on.
Don't matter. He don't know how to spell it.
Yeah. Or maybe he's listening to it.
Got you.
We making excuses for him.
Right,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
You just want to talk to Case.
You should have got his name.
I don't know. He's a chubby dude with an afro.
Wow, yeah.
Chubby TSA shouts out.
Working on Delta side. That could be anybody.
About 14 niggas,
Right. All right. So, and then Walker.
I don't even know, nigga. I'm lost. I'm lost.
Yeah.
I went out. I had a birthday. I had a death in the family. Shout out to Gene, his wife, my cousin Johnny Pearl. She passed. It was real country shit this weekend, man. I sat and I got to chop it up with my pops for a second. We got to talking about just growing up and shit that parents tell their kids and that they don't tell their kids and shit that because I was watching something.
You had a grown man conversation with your dad.
Yeah, because I was watching something and they was talking about us as black folks. They was like, my parents didn't know what the fuck they was doing. So I know how to clean the kitchen, fry some chicken, and do all that other shit, but instilling tactics of making money and business and things like that is what we're missing. And we talked about that because I learned how to be a worker. We had a store. We had a beauty supply store growing up, so I learned how to work. Yeah. I went to work and I worked, and I told him it was like a teachable moment that was missed. And by no means am I calling you a failure or saying that you failed, because you did a fantastic job. And I look back at the age that my parents were and what they did, and I look at myself when I was that age, I'm like, nigga, y'all was killing it. I wasn't doing shit.
Right.
So I was just like, it was a teachable moment because you taught me how to work, but you didn't teach me that business side.
But didn't he inadvertently teach you that because he owned the business?
He did, but I didn't get the backhand. But I was saying it was nothing wrong. It was just we need to instill everything because like we never talked about.
But
money.
you might have hurt his feelings saying that.
No.
No, not Pop.
Nah.
No, because I cleared it up to let it be known. It was no slander. It was no fault to him. I wasn't coming at him. It wasn't nothing
It
different.
sound like you coming at me, kid. All I know, I'm trying to do.
Get a James Evan look at you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Get the hell out of my face.
They did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Nigga, they drove us all over the country, went on trips and did all. I saw a bunch of shit. I learned a lot of things. But
You got work ethic, but you didn't know how to create the business itself.
And just talk about it's like in itself, it was a teachable moment because I know things that I'm missing on now and what I need to put forth to my daughter. Mm-hmm. She out here slinging these earrings.
Right, I seen him. I seen a little jewelry joint.
My cousin was mad. He was like, "What the fuck she doing?" He went and grabbed his nieces and nephews, and he was like, "Look at this shit. She out here selling earrings.
Get your stuff together."
That's exactly what he said. He said, "Next week, y'all better come up with something. Y'all better come up with something to make some money next week." That nigga was mad. But
wow.
it was dope, man. It was. I got to see my family, and it was dope. I had some goat. I didn't eat the coon. They did.
I'm not eating that raccoon, but I love goat.
Yeah, that shit was fantastic.
I don't eat raccoon.
But I wasn't.
It tastes like chicken, right?
I don't know.
Everything tastes like chicken.
I don't know.
Everything tastes like chicken.
But I mean, he seasoned everything well. But I wasn't eating no raccoon.
Right.
I'm cool.
Who cooked
It
that?
was a little gamey.
We was in the country. I don't know who it was. Somebody over there at Gene's side. We went over to the other side with his wife's family.
You was high sedity. You ain't eating no coon.
I ate the goat, chicken legs. I ate chicken legs, man. You gotta go. You gotta step down and eat chicken legs. Hey,
Wait a minute. Not the
The actual foot.
the drumstick.
yeah.
Yeah,
They get that everywhere.
that's bullshit. Drumsticks is bullshit. We gonna talk about it?
What's wrong with drumsticks, nigga?
When I was a kid, I loved the drumstick.
Yeah.
As an adult, I really mess with them.
You grown now. You grown now.
But I seen somebody make some on TikTok. Somebody make some drumstick
The
pops.
lollipop shits.
The lollipops.
I saw that.
I want to
shit.
try that shit. That shit look incredible.
I've made them.
I did see that.
I've made them.
You made the lollipop joint?
Look at this.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
Look at this nigga.
You basically just pushing some of the meat, pushing the meat
You
down.
was pushing it to a ball.
We did nothing crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Chicken on a
It was
stick,
dope,
nigga.
though.
Chicken on a stick.
It was born on the stick.
You know what I mean?
Y'all niggas are stupid.
But yeah, so all that in a nutshell, you know?
Okay. Young Walker.
Yes, sir.
How was your week?
How was your weeks?
Yeah, my weeks. They was all right. You know, I took the kids to Florida. Took them to Disney World.
Oh, okay.
Well, you rich.
No, man. I'm trying to make up for it now. Man. Now I'm working 2 jobs, trying to catch
Right.
up.
Trying to pay the mouse.
Yep. But that was cool. Though.
Did y'all go to the Star Wars joint?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I did.
I really want to go to that shit.
Let's just go. You don't need kids for that. Nigga.
Oh, I know.
You move away, little niggas.
Yeah, you don't want to be walking around that park
That shit
looking
was
like
dope.
him.
Word. Y'all went to all the parks?
Nah, we ain't go to all of them this time. We went 2 years ago, and we went to some, but this time we did Disney one day. We just went to Magic Kingdom this year.
Okay.
And then we went to Universal and I don't know what the other shit called.
Hollywood, something other.
Yeah, Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did.
Did y'all participate? Did they put you on stage so you could be a grip?
No,
A grip?
I don't know.
Yeah. They
I don't
did
know
that
what
when
the fuck you talking about.
when we went for graduation.
Oh, that's
And they put you on stage to do what?
They make you part of the show
They
and
make you
shit.
part of the show.
Oh no, I ain't peeped none of that. We was on a tight schedule, but it was cool. That was cool. Other than that, shit, I just been working.
Okay.
Same as always, you know. I don't be into that famous shit like y'all be doing.
You ain't pull your gun on nobody?
I be missing. Nah. I ain't
Not
do
this
that.
week.
Not this week.
That's when we went to what you call a smokehouse. Security pulled me in my ear. He like, "Yo, you got it on you?" I was like, "Nah, it's in the car." He's like, "All right," because I was gonna tell you that you pass it to me.
Oh,
And I'll hold it for you till you get out.
Is that how it works?
Apparently, that's
that's some more of that famous shit.
now he knows that he's like, I know you keep it with you,
Right.
So I just need to make sure.
That nigga trust you.
He used to work for me for when
That nigga trust you.
when I was
If
at
you gonna hold
Stilettos.
if you gonna hold your thing,
Don't pull that thing out.
Pause, son.
then he trusts you.
He's like, yeah, I'll give it to you when you come out. I'm like, all right.
Man.
RP,
What up?
what's going on? How was your week, sir?
Great week, man. This week, I was at Detroit last night.
But I say I seen you was on the road.
I was at Detroit last night. Me, Tommy Davidson, nephew Tommy. Who else was on the show? Guy Torrey and Dominique at the Music Hall in Detroit. Crazy show.
Shout out to Dominique. I fuck with.
But it was a crazy comedy weekend because it was another comedy show at the Fox Theater. Both shows sold out, and there was another comedy show at the Comedy Club in town. So it was probably 15 comics in Detroit last night. And we went to the Casa Havana Smoke Lounge.
Okay.
Sat there right next to the music bar. We sat there till like 2:30, kicked it, talk trash, had drinks, and smoked cigars. We had a good night, man. It was a great night. And I got home today, took a nap, and woke up in a panic.
I thought you missed it.
I missed the podcast.
No doubt.
I got up, I text man, I was like, yo, it's tonight, right? He said, yeah. So what time I got to be there? Like 9. It is currently 3 a.m.
Right. I appreciate it. I seen the call when you came, but I was on a plane. So
Right,
I
understood.
didn't get that. And then me just flying in too. I was in Rhode Island this weekend.
Weird flex.
With
Weird.
the lots was there.
I saw you at the little show.
Shut it down.
At the little show.
At the low show.
I bet that was crazy.
Nigga.
I bet that was super crazy.
It was popping.
Who else was the Locks and who?
D Block members. The only one I knew on there was it Nino Man? Yeah, one of
Nino Man.
One of Jadakiss people's.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I didn't know the rest of the people.
I'm a Jadakiss fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Jadakiss fan. I fuck with
Styles killed it. And
Really?
He killed that stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Styles got work.
He was on.
Is he the better performer?
The better performer? Styles?
Yeah.
He real laid back.
Yeah,
Jada is that nigga. He has star.
He's the showman.
He has star
He's the
potential.
showman.
Yeah.
And niggas keep forgetting how much bars that Sheik has. Sheik got bars.
You always out here champion for this nigga.
Yeah, I like Sheik.
I
like Sheik. Nigga.
I fucks with Sheik.
Yeah,
I
niggas
like
know
Sheik.
niggas know he cool.
Sheik got bars.
I don't know if I heard you say you like anybody more than 2 or 3 times in my life.
That's because there's only like 2 or 3 niggas that I like.
Right. That's a big thing if you say that.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
These niggas I don't just people. We gonna get to that too. We gonna circle back around.
Okay, let's circle back around.
We talk because we have real. Let's get it right into we have real. You said you were comedy extraordinary. You've been in the game for how long? Tell her to flex on people.
It's a cool 30.
Cool 30.
Yeah, cool 30.
Okay.
I was easily doing comedy early 90s. You know, Def Jam. Missed the first Def Jam era, you know, but I come in strong through Comic View, you know, and then I get into the, 2000s and beyond.
Okay. So, and we have real comic conversations. We comedy conversations. We can have those the same as like because I have a lot of comedian friends. So, but you also told me one time that I don't listen to comedy like regular people. So
I don't.
No,
you
I
don't.
don't. You told me that. You was like, yo, you don't watch comedy like regular.
You definitely approach comedy from a connoisseur's perspective,
Right.
You know, like you're really listening to material. You're really listening. You're really watching for joke thievery.
Right.
You know, like like stuff like that matters to you. And a typical audience member don't give a damn.
Right.
Yeah, most people are just like make me laugh, and I don't care if that's somebody else's idea.
Oh no, I'll call you out in a minute. I'll call you out during the show. That's not your joke.
Hey yo, son.
That's George Wilder's joke.
Right. and you know he 100, so that's can't take his shit.
Yeah, downtown Tony Brown said that joke. Nigga. That's not
Downtown Tony
That's
Brown.
not a joke.
We talked about him last night because we was in the D, you know.
Right.
And you know, I think this, man, and y'all think what y'all think, that there's an era of comics that's getting lost. Like those of us that did Comic View, if you're not currently relevant, you might be lost to history.
Right.
Because there is no Comic View. Whoever owned that footage isn't playing it nowhere.
Right.
It's not on Sirius. It's not anywhere. So
It's not even on BET Plus.
it's not on BET Plus. Something like that. Maybe 2 episodes, or something like that. But so it's all these comics that's lost, man, to history. And so there's a void in black comedy, I believe, that somebody need to find and rekindle.
You know who I liked on the first Def Jam was Tony Woods.
I love Tony Woods.
Great comic.
Love
You know,
Tony Woods.
Tony Woods is a Dave Chappelle OG.
Yes. Very much just the same kind of.
Before I even knew that, because I've seen Dave Chappelle big him up a lot.
Right.
I've always, because even it hurt my feelings when he tried out for Last Comic Standing. And they did the, you know, they going through the preliminary stuff. So he was in the clubs doing it.
Right.
I'm like, the people that are choosing him don't get his joke. I'm sitting there watching him at the audition with a bunch of people, like a cattle call. I'm like, yo,
he's better than that.
He's better than this.
He's better than that. Yeah.
I was like, nah, Tony Woods don't need to be. And I understand why, but the people that was picking you, they don't. I got the joke. They don't get it.
It's mainstream versus urban.
Right.
You know, and it's crazy, man. You know, you can get famous from black people, but you get rich from white. And so the only reason that Tony Woods would even do that show is because he's trying to connect with this white audience.
Right. Got you.
And they don't always get it.
Right.
You know.
I said, because you know who else was like that? That was I forgot, it'll come to me, but young boy, light skinned, youngin. You had him.
D-Ray Davis?
No, not. He's a young guy.
Okay.
It'll come to me, but I watched him at Uptown, the old Uptown.
Okay.
And Red?
No, not Red Grant. I know Red Grant.
You think younger than that?
He's young. He's a young dude. It'll come to me while I'm talking. But he had did a Miley Cyrus joke inside of the thing.
Uptown.
In Uptown. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I get it. The joke is funny. I'm not laughing like ha ha.
Right.
But I get the joke.
Right.
And I'm like, it's lost on it's lost on his crowd.
The right crowd. This joke is gonna fail.
He does other stuff in other people. So he was coming here, he was just getting his chop straight, but he's not usually here. And you know the dude when I find it.
Atlanta ain't for the faint of heart though. Mm-hmm. You know, you can come to Atlanta, you can be killing in LA, New York, and come to Atlanta and take a brick.
Yeah.
You know, it happens all the time.
Remember JB Smooth got his ass booed at the Tabernacle in Atlanta.
It wasn't Tabernacle. It was at the.
It wasn't Tabernacle?
No, it was bigger. It was bigger.
It's right off of Cobb Energy Center.
Yeah, it was a bigger.
Cobb Energy Center, and he went last. He shouldn't have closed. He thought that with the curb your enthusiasm and this and that. But he went after Michael Blackson.
But also, JB was a reverse victim of what we just talked about. Right. He been in the mainstream world, and you come to Atlanta, and it's niggerdom.
Right. And JB is not, and I don't want to say like JB is funny.
JB is a great comic. Yeah. You know, we all stop and watch JB.
Right.
You know, but
he forgot.
It's proof that when you ain't in the gym and you ain't punching and you ain't slipping them jabs, that you can get caught. And he got caught that night. But his career, I mean, that was like that incident marked the next 5 years of his career because he just took off from there.
And he also he didn't do that tour. He just went. He was like, I want to do my own. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have been scared of it. I just went back out. And just did it. But he just left and went back to where he was getting his money at.
Yeah.
They played that shit on the radio the next morning. It was everything. It was like, God damn.
Yeah. But here's a JB Smooth story. So the day Cat Williams blows up, I'm gonna tell you when it happened. It was the BET Comedy Awards. So before BET Hip Hop,
Rob Hayes,
young comic.
That shit came to you for real.
Yeah. Great guy. He took my improv class. Really good kid. So BET, before BET Hip Hop, there was BET Comedy Awards. They did 2 seasons of it, right? With two different years. And the first year, Cat Williams gets locked out. He couldn't get in. And the execs at BET, they felt bad. So the next year, they put Cat on the show. So Cat is on the show. The other comic on the show is JB Smooth.
Okay.
Right? JB Smooth is on the show, and you will never see this because they end up cutting him out. But JB didn't have a great set that night. JB Smooth always has great sets. So he didn't have a great set. He has a slight speech impediment.
Right.
He gets nervous, and the jokes just start jumbling and fumbling. It was bad. If Cat has a bad set, it's just a bad set for stand-ups. But Cat don't. Cat have 6 minutes of his life. And they came out there with the leopard shit, women throwing roses and shit, and he did a set about Martin going to Martin's house. You know, it's on YouTube. Anyway, it was that's the set that blew up Cat, but it was kind of driven by JB not having a good set that day. Right. Because again, if Cat don't have a good set, it's just okay, this is not good for stand-ups. But Cat had a phenomenal set that day, and it took his career skyrocketed from there.
But I look at the different comedians. There was a time where comedians wanted to put that stone against stone. You know what I mean? Steel sharpens steel. They wasn't afraid of other people, even for bombing. Because you watch the old Richard Pryor joint. That's why I'm going back to J.B. Smoove when he got off that tour that they had on there. Mm-hmm. Richard Pryor did the Sunset joint, but the day before that, he bombed. That whole set, it was horrible.
What set? What's it you talking
about? The joint
Up in Smoke?
No, I'm talking about Richard Pryor. Remember he had the all red suit on Sunset Strip? Mm-hmm. The day before that show,
that performance,
he sucked.
Really?
It was trash. He went home. He said, "We're gonna do it tomorrow again."
So that wasn't scheduled.
It wasn't scheduled. Yeah.
That was supposed to. That was supposed to be the taping.
That was supposed to be the taping.
Oh, really? No, I never heard that story.
It was horrible.
That's dope. Okay.
But he went back the next day.
Yeah.
Tape this one.
Right.
With the red suit on, he came in and he killed it.
Right. Wow.
So when I listen to certain comedians and they say, have you ever been afraid? The reason why I'm saying this, have you ever been afraid to go after somebody that you knew was fired?
I take shit like that personal. Okay. So I'm doing Monique. Mm-hmm. I'm famous, but in New York, they'll book you, but they'll put people after you because they want to insulate you. So just in case you don't do well. Okay. I get there, they're like, hey, Rod, we gonna put so and so, up after you just to make, you show you good. I mean, but we gonna put. I was like, all right, you put that motherfucker behind me if you want to. I'm trying to destroy his soul, cause I'm offended. Cause I'm a comedian, I'm pissed. I mean, I pulled out all this shit, all the shit, all the big shit. I would do I did all that shit, and I stuck to my time. I only did like whatever the time I was supposed to do. Right. And the guy passed it. He was walking on stage. He was like, I was like, yeah. Take that. I'm not the motherfucker.
Take that.
Don't take that job, dog. That's not a good job. But to answer your question, I never been worried about following anybody. Mm-hmm. I believe you got to believe in yourself. Like I believe that I'm one of the best comics to do it. Period. But that don't stop you from getting nervous in situations.
Right. No doubt.
Certain situations can be like, yo, man, like for me personally. Like I've had problems in my career when I'm in uncharted waters. My first time on TV, my first time, because that's a different day. Mm-hmm. It's a different production day. When I'm doing a comedy club, I lay in my bed all day, get up, go to the club and do my set. When I'm on TV, I got to take my outfit, hold it up in front of the camera. I got to sit in the room, backstage for 6 or 7 hours before I perform. And so it's just a different day. And so once you go through it, you know what it is. Mm-hmm. And so that for me, it's less about the person I'm following and more about the situation that could throw me.
Has anybody ever made you change your set?
I've been in, I did a college somewhere, and I'm sitting there watching a guy do what I was about to do. Right. And so, I changed my set because he had done it. He had done it right in front of me. Right. Like it was him and then it was me. And so I just, you look at your notes and you make some adjustments. Okay. Hopefully you don't take a break.
You know who didn't do that?
Who?
Remember the Masterpiece, I Got the Hookup? Mm-hmm. The comedy joint he had? Yeah. And he had Eddie Griffin. Mm-hmm. So what's dude name that played Ezel? I don't want to say that's his name is not.
He just passed away.
AJ
Johnson.
AJ
Jamal.
AJ Jamal?
No, that's
AJ Johnson. Yeah, AJ Jamal.
AJ Jamal is not dead.
Yeah. He should be. But listen,
wow. Wow, that hurt. Great comedian.
No, he's not.
You think AJ Jamal is horrible?
He's not horrible. He's not horrible.
He is one of the funniest human beings in the world.
In the room when you sitting in backstage in the green room, not on that stage.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not gonna debate you on that.
Because we gonna talk about that round shit.
Welcome back, Seuss.
So if y'all ever watch this, if y'all listen to this, go back and watch that joint now after you hear this. I'm sitting there watching. Freeze Love kills it.
Okay.
On that stage, period. He is murdering.
Freeze Love is a beast.
Nigga.
and he tours with Eddie all the time.
Right.
At that time. Anyway.
So Freeze Love is on there and he is killing it. So the jokes that he did, it was 2 jokes that he had. I don't think that either Eddie Griffin didn't hear it.
He probably didn't hear it.
Or he
didn't care.
He didn't. No, because it was so off. Because it was so much similar to Freeze Love's joke. He didn't get no response from the audience because they just heard it from They just heard it from Freeze Love, and Freeze Love did a better version.
And that's interesting because I know Freeze was opening for Eddie during that time back then.
Yeah,
wow,
he killed it because Freeze was so hilarious by the time, and then AJ was killing it. By the time Eddie got up there, they used up all the jokes. And when he tried to do it, he was like the next check and all the other stuff. I was like, yeah, Freeze just did that, fam. He went right before you.
Wow.
It's not good. And it's not like Eddie Griffin's not funny.
Oh, he's a great comedian.
No, Eddie, he is.
He's funny sometimes.
Right. And so
tell us how you really feel.
He's funny sometimes. Every time I saw him, he wasn't funny. He's funny sometimes.
He don't hit every time. There's certain dudes that don't have to. I don't need to know. I'll go and I'll fly to go see it.
Mm.
I mean, with that being said, I think Dave Chappelle is mashing shit right now. But his last comedy special wasn't the funniest.
I don't. The closer wasn't it wasn't. It was a seminar.
Yes. It was the closer.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was explaining all the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See, he was trying to do damage control. What do you think about that? I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay.
What do you think about the closer?
I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was facts. It was nothing that he said that wasn't correct.
Right.
And
what do you think about the backlash from it?
Like I said, it wasn't the funniest, but it did what it was supposed to do. And he rounded it off. All 3 of them were hitting on the same topics.
Right.
You acting like he didn't just talk about these in 2 fucking comedy specials before.
Right.
So this was the closer. He was rounding it up, and he said, "Hey, after this, I'm done, nigga. We ain't talking about this shit no more. This is it. The series is wrapped up. I said what I said. There's nothing else to say."
Right. He already told you before. I'm never apologizing for what I said on
I think the backlash for it was ridiculous.
I agree.
Niggas is out of control.
You didn't listen. Yeah,
They out of control.
Did you watch it?
And it went straight to. It was like it was proven very much to be true. The same week.
Yep.
With your boy. What's your boy? Stephen A. Coon.
So wow.
They just keep swinging.
He got on TV and John Gruden emails came out. He said the nigga lips was like Michelin tires. All type of racism spewing through his.
I don't think he should be fired.
This is what he said. But the next day, more emails come out. And they talk about the alphabet game.
LGBTQ community.
And then what he say?
He's got to get out.
He got to go.
He's done.
He got to go. Oh, he got to go now. Now he got to go, huh? The fuck out of here. This is what the nigga was just talking about. That y'all was trying to trash.
Yep.
Right in your face.
Right in your face.
This is what you got to like John Gruden, though, because he insults everyone. This nigga, he don't give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck about it. It was calling Goodall a faggot.
Right. The commissioner. Yeah, the commissioner.
And then your boy, AB, been talking about Gruden forever. Told y'all. Y'all said he was crazy.
Right.
Tried to kick him out the league and everything.
Right. But you know what? I mean, when you look at that, you got to also look at there's probably a lot of people in the NFL with that type of mindset. I mean, it's still
all of them.
It's still a good old boy club.
Especially the owners.
The owners.
Oh, don't even. I mean, they
80 years old.
It don't
they
matter
had
how
slaves.
much money you got. If you black, you cannot own an NFL team. Period.
And they're not going to let you win.
Yep.
Didn't somebody just put money up? Trying to buy one?
Diddy tried to get
No,
something together.
else. It was somebody else.
I know for a fact that Diddy was trying to do
that billionaire in Houston wanted to buy a team 15 years ago, and they was like, "No, dog, we good."
And they was trying to get the Redskins. and they was like,
I remember that
Redskin owner was like,
that wasn't happening. But it was somebody else. I'm gonna check the Google.
We may not see a black owner in the NFL in our lifetime. We may not see it.
You have to be an expansion dude. And
no. Even if they expanded 10 teams, they're not gonna do it.
Part owner, yes.
No,
yes,
not at all.
The Williams sisters, Serena Williams, is part owner of
the Dolphins.
Oh, where?
That's minority
That's
owner.
like season ticket stuff. No, for real.
I know, but I'm saying
like
they minority on it. You got season tickets.
She had a little piece. She had a little piece.
She get a skybox.
That don't count.
Seat, nigga, way at the top.
You don't make no decisions.
About what?
You get fired.
Free tennis ball night?
Yeah, why you here? Like,
damn.
Hey, what you thought about the closer?
Hey, Serena.
Exactly what B. Price said. I felt the exact same way. He ain't do nothing but speak facts. He called it from the beginning. I felt like he called it from the beginning when he said, this gonna be my last joint for a while. Because
he's not gonna stop doing comedy.
I don't think that, but I don't think he meant that it would be intentional on his part. I think that he was joking on the fact that they were gonna try to cancel him.
I feel you.
That's what I think he was trying to say. I mean, I don't think he really believed it. I think he was kind of being sarcastic about it.
I don't think he cared about that shit though.
But I think that he was everything he said was on point. It was a fact.
I don't when you sitting there and writing jokes, and do you have that thought like, man, this is too far?
I don't know if I ever go too far personally because
is there certain things off limits?
There are things off limits in my book, but there's also sometimes you can just be insensitive. You can just not know that it's a bad thing. So like I was touring with Monique. Monique has a huge gay following, and so she does this annual thing where she would go to Chicago and she would do this. It's for lack of a better word, it was a gay show, all gay and lesbian people in the audience. Yeah, 1,000, 2,000 people, And so I go up, I'm doing this bit, and I ain't never worked in a room full of gay people. And so I've been doing the bit with heterosexual people, and it was a non-issue because I was basically, the bit was, and I don't remember the exact bit, but I was implying that there was something wrong with you for being gay. It never occurred to me, in a room full of heterosexuals, it's a non-issue. But when you do it in a room full of gay people, all of a sudden it's turned up in your head. And you're like, whoa, this is fucked up. And these niggas they like, gay people are like white people. They write letters and emails. Them niggas was in the audience typing like.
No, this is what I said the other day. You can take this if you want. Just give me credit.
Okay.
Gay people, they are the new Jews. That's how they are. The switch and how Jews control everything. Gay people are the new Jews.
The space Jews?
The black Jews. They're Israelites. So I did that, but what I did,
happened? What happened?
I end up they wrote all these letters. They was pissed, and Mo called me. She was like, "Nigga, what you say?" And I was like, "Shit, I think I told her a joke." She's like, "Oh, nigga, what you gonna do?" I was like, "I don't know." So I end up. I'm
gonna tell it again tomorrow.
I wrote an email to the dude that was organizing. I said, "Look, dude. First of all, my job is not to have people unhappy. So this is what I'll do. I'll come back next year for free on my own dime if y'all have me, and I'll apologize." And I did, and I went back and ripped, and that really solidified my relationship with Monique because that's what made her make the call to bring me on her TV show XYZ, and that went on to be a good thing for me. Yeah.
Well, hey, I wouldn't apologize. Fuck.
Well,
Man,
but it sometimes you gotta be a grown man.
It happened tonight with Big Daddy. He censored himself on his lyrics.
I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. So I was like, "Oh, nigga, why you saying that?"
You knew he wasn't gonna say it. You knew he wasn't. He had to censor himself. It's new.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't say
what you did in the '80s, you can't really
can't do that.
Can't do that shit right
That's
now.
like with the movies, nigga. It was back then it went from PG to R, nigga. Titties in PG movies and cussing and everything for the kid movies.
Yeah.
But they was like, hey, wait a minute, this might be wrong.
PG-13.
Now it's PG-13.
NC-17.
NC-17 was X-rated almost.
So
Yeah.
PG movies back then is different. Them shits is R now.
But I think Chappelle had an obligation. First of all, I mean, he getting the bag. He getting $20 million a special.
Right.
I think he might have been tapped out of material.
Right. Yeah.
I think he was really like on this subject. He's like, what I can do a recap
Of everything.
I gotta do another. I gotta do another special. Netflix is.
They don't pay me for it.
You already got the money. The money gone. So Netflix like, nigga, when we getting?
We get the other one.
We got one more, nigga. What the? He's like, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna recap this shit I done on these last two, and then we'll do another deal for another.
Like a
20.
series, niggas like Star Wars.
Nigga, that was the prequel. He did it again. No, but I mean, as far as the content, I thought it was funny. I laughed out loud at some portions. If you make me laugh more than 3 times, it's a good special. Right. But all in all, I mean, I don't like him being apologetic.
Right.
Which is
Did he?
what
Was
you're
he
saying.
apologetic?
He was very apologetic.
He was, but he wasn't apologizing to. I don't think he was apologizing like that, but I get it. Like, I don't want to explain myself. I'm not explaining myself. I'm a comedian.
Right.
So you can't put me, I'm not a journalist.
Right.
I don't have you don't hold me to those same standards as.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
shouldn't.
I'm just sitting up here chat. You came to see me. You didn't have
If you watching on Netflix, then you hit the button. You was like, ooh, you read the caption. You're like, oh, I want to see that. Like, the whole idea of canceling people is absurd to me.
Right.
So
I agree.
I don't like it. I'm gonna call you and try to make you not like it
Right.
too. That's absurd.
That is.
Like, how dare
like,
you?
yo, you get mad if I don't feel the same
you don't
way.
feel the same way.
They tried to.
But they fired. They fired. At Netflix.
Was this true?
At Netflix, there was a trans that organized the Trans Walkout.
Yeah, I saw that.
Based on the Dave Chappelle.
They fired
and they let him
That
go.
was a true story?
They
And
was
the
upset.
other transes was like, all right, baby, bye.
Nah, they said it because he was black. They didn't fire none of the white people that was.
Ooh.
That was the issue. He was like, why you only fired the black trans?
Because his lips.
It was Michelin tired.
The Michelin tire lips.
Wait, so the trans person who organizer was a black person?
But he was like, there was other races that was on that y'all didn't do any. Y'all didn't say anything to.
But do you fall on the sword because you're the leader?
Yeah, there you go.
So is it black? Is it a black? I mean, of course, I think race is always an issue.
Right.
Race in America is always an issue.
So can he play the race card?
He shouldn't.
If you a trans, can you play the race card?
That's what I'm saying.
He
pull out the race card?
What Dave said. He was like, yo, y'all want to be trans, so it's time to be white again.
Wow, that's crazy.
You got to use both. You can't be both. You can't have it both ways.
Hey, I said this. Tell what y'all think about this. I said this like transgender dudes, chicks that's trans into dudes are way cooler than dudes that trans into chicks.
I don't know because I don't know any of them. So
you probably do.
I don't.
You probably know
And don't even
some
know.
dude that wasn't always a dude.
Make yourself known.
Come out, man. I'm sick of this
I'm
shit.
sick of this shit.
Who knew?
Make yourself known. So
Come here, Charlie.
So I know how to.
Is your name Charlie? Is your name? I don't know.
Make yourself known. What do you feel about people? Like, how long can somebody use a bit? Like, they doing the same jokes. For like
You can
20
use a
years.
bit. You can use a bit a long time, man. To be honest,
But have something new. Like, you can't invite me to
like
new shows and use an old jokes.
Your audience will let you know. I've had like I used to host a room in LA, and Rodney, I love you, but don't do that one thing tonight. And you're like,
I mean, there's certain jokes that's yours that I want to hear. Not like I'm like, yo, I like that joke. So say it, but say it a different way.
that's only comics get that though. Like like if you
Niggas do music, they do the same shit every night.
and nigga try not to do it. Yeah. Show up this motherfucker without touch me teasing if you want to.
Walk out of here, nigga. I'm not singing that song. I bet you will.
I bet you.
But is it different with this day and age, as far as the internet, social media, cell phones?
Absolutely.
Is that different as far as doing the same bit? You got to change up more?
I mean, that only affects you when you're famous. Right. When you're famous, you do it and you put it to bed. But the thing about putting a joke to bed, it might not be as good as it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Because a joke is forever evolving, right? So, like, say, for instance, like Kevin Hart, who has, a great body of work, right? Lots of comedy. But he'll put a bit to bed after he do it on a special. But the bit ain't what it's gonna be. It ain't there yet.
And I had that conversation because I said I forgot which one of his specials that I seen the full joint, but I've seen him in smaller comedy clubs working on that bit. Yeah. That's why I don't like people that film the comedians, especially in a club.
Early, yeah.
In a comedy club. They not even finished the joke. Yeah. They're trying to put it together, and I'm watching them work on that joke.
I was listening. I got an album on iTunes called Roddy Perry Survivor, right?
Yeah, I listened to that.
When I recorded that, there's bits on there. When I recorded that bit is a better bit now.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, I forget. And then there's other little nuances that I lost altogether because I stopped saying it that way.
Right.
And so every audience should make you paint that picture a little differently.
You do that. The pineapple joke, you've changed like 6 times. I done heard that pineapple joke 6
different ways.
And different ways. And every time I don't see it coming. And then when you say it, I'm like, oh, that's that joke.
Like me the pineapple joke. Yeah. But that shit that's funny to me. Though.
Yeah,
I like saying it.
The first time I heard that, shit was disgusting. The nastiest shit I've heard in my life. And you say, you like, yo, he don't like that shit. Right? He see it, he like, yeah, he don't like that shit.
But it's time like that. Yeah. That's one of the things I'm about to take out of the repertoire. I've had big bits over my career. I always had closers, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's MC Hammer, the thing I used to do with Hammer, the thing I do, like the whole popping thing that I set up, which is an improv moment. So I feel like I could do it over and over, but I'm tired of that being the closer. So I'm gonna take it out.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna take it out at some point.
Or
but you can keep or move it, change the order. Yeah. And I tell comics that when I advise comics, I'm like, look, you might want to make yourself uncomfortable, and do something out of order, because you get jokes are like everything has a trigger. So if I say this, it might trigger me down the whole road, or I might walk out on the stage and see couples that might run me down a whole road of couple shit that I ain't did in 10 years.
Right.
So you make adjustments always.
Are there comedians that's not funny?
You know what?
That still be out here booking. You like, yo, why?
Well, here's the short answer to your question is yes, but you don't have to be funny.
Explain that.
You don't have to be funny. Like
you're a comedian.
No, I feel what he's saying.
You can become famous and not be the funniest guy in the room. It's comics that people love that's not funny human beings
at all.
But
delivery and content.
Comedy is a skill.
Yeah. Right.
So you cannot be a funny nigga. Like it's people that you think that we love. But you sit around them in real life, you be like, this nigga not funny. This nigga not a funny human being. So that's what I mean. Like,
do comics get offended if somebody else that's not funny that gets a lot of accolades? Do they get offended?
I'm sure there's some jealousy.
You be like, yo, nigga, this nigga is trash.
But is he trash? Because you can learn it though. You can learn how to deliver a joke. Right. You can learn how to almost to fake it. And it's like there are people that are naturally gifted. There are naturally gifted artists. There's naturally gifted basketball players. But then there's the guy that really ain't shit, but he gonna practice and he gonna fucking figure
show up every day.
He gonna figure it out. He gonna take 1,000 shots and he gonna figure out how to make that ball go in the hole. And so comedy is the same way. I think there are guys and girls out there that just fucking figure it out. And you see it with social media with the guys that's coming up through that right now. Yeah, because
a lot of them.
They have had the luxury of having people when we didn't have people at the outset.
Right.
I didn't have no when I first started doing comedy, it wasn't nobody. It was me and 3 niggas trying to figure this shit out. Right.
Right.
And so imagine if your open mic stage, you have fucking 300 people every night.
Yeah.
And so you get to figure it out in front of people that love you.
That's why Lunel posted something on her page like a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. I think a comedian came up to her and wanted to get some game, like how do I get in the game, whatever this and that. I don't think I understood what she was saying, but I wouldn't have. This wouldn't have been my reply.
Okay, what she said?
But she said, "Figure it out yourself." She was like, when I was growing up, I didn't have nobody telling me when I was trying to get in the game.
I'm sure she did.
I didn't have nobody telling me how to do stuff or whatever. I had to learn it. If somebody's coming to you asking for jewels, get them niggas some pointers. What's wrong? They looking up to you. What's wrong with you saying?
What if they ain't had no jewels?
She can't have no jewels. She got jewels. She can give them. She can explain. She can tell people how to get on and not be funny.
Maybe that was the jewel.
still keep getting work.
But sometimes the game is nigga quit, and if you quit, you wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Like, where the niggas come from?
That was the jewel.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I'm sure we all got an OG. Mm-hmm. We all got somebody that take you under their wing. For me, it was a guy, you know, in New Orleans named Wayne Robinson. He was our OG. Mm-hmm. You know, he you know, even if you didn't do what he said, you did shit. Whatever he did, you like, I'm not doing that shit. You know, that nigga be drunk on stage or this or that. And so you learn the game from him. And so she might feel like that people didn't really help her, but somebody did.
Somebody helped you.
Somebody did.
Cut it out.
Everybody has some version of help.
Yo, is comedy like rap? Do you need to write your own jokes?
Yes. But here goes. You spend your first decade creating if you're lucky, you create your first 2, maybe 3 specials. After that, you need some help because the machine is moving faster than you are.
And they want it. They want it right.
They want it right now.
You did that one. I need another one in.
You asked already, nigga. Like, nigga, your jokes don't get a chance to get old.
You're right.
Because everybody's looking. You know, if you don't know Rodney Perry, I can be in the club doing the same joke for fucking 20 years. But when everybody looking, you got the Netflix joint, you got the Hulu joint, you got the special out HBO, you Lil Rel, you know, and the whole world is looking.
These niggas trash.
He is not trash. That last one was trash.
Yeah.
With all this fastidious breath stinking.
It's so funny to me.
This nigga loves this nigga.
He's from Chicago, funny. Man.
His first special was funny as shit.
It was not.
I think he should have did the thing in the high school gym. I think he should have took that to. He should have took that to Chicago.
You think it would have been better?
It would have been much better
instead of doing it in L.A.
Absolutely,
that one, I was like, "What are we doing?"
But he just dropped one on iTunes. It's fucking hilarious.
I didn't listen to it because he's disappointed me and so
I promise you will fucking enjoy that. That shit that's on iTunes right now is fucking.
I think he just looks weird too. He's not even. It's not even funny. Like you, not even. Whatever. It's
all his His name calling. Cut it out.
Nah, it's like Pierre. Like Pierre. Like, why do you exist? Like,
why do you exist?
You didn't like Pierre?
No, there's nothing funny about Pierre.
He wasn't the funniest.
But he stayed working. Yeah. I'm not mad at him. Yeah.
I mean, Pierre was like, he was like working when I was like an open micer. Mm-hmm. You know, he was already working. Mm-hmm. So I always have mad love, mad respect for him.
He was in there. He was in that first round of Def Jam.
He said one funny thing in everything that I've ever heard him, and that was funny.
What, pass the shots around?
No, that wasn't even funny. I know that Dave Chappelle shot at that bullshit out when he was on Joe Rogan's show, but that shit wasn't funny. But I get it. But he stays working. But I've gone to see him, and I've seen him work on jokes, and I've seen him other stuff, and I'm like, I don't.
He's not your cup of tea.
And
you deserve that. I mean, I'm not. It's somebody don't fuck with Rodney Perry.
Right.
You know, and that's cool.
But I go to comedy shows on off nights. Like I'll go on a Tuesday or something. I'll go see somebody, see what you doing. But I'm just a fan.
You used to come when we was at Mingles all the time.
Right, yeah. I'm a fan of the genre. I'm not a comedian, but I'm a fan of comedy.
Right.
This nigga think he a comedian.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm not funny at all. But I enjoy comedy, and I also enjoy
What do you enjoy? Do you enjoy the break you get, the release? What do you enjoy about comedy?
I enjoy somebody making me think of something that I wasn't thinking about, and the way they put it. So if you put it, I don't like lazy comedians. Don't give me a lazy haha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know what I mean? Work for my laugh. Like, and then if I sit there and I'm like, oh, and sometimes I'm not bursting out laughing like ha ha ha. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Right.
That's funny to me.
Like I had to evolve. Like, so 5 years ago I have a stroke, and so I had to figure out how to do comedy without being as physical. Because, you know, I was a physical comic all over the place. Mm-hmm. And when I first got back, I just couldn't. I couldn't, you know, I mean, I was back. I was out of the hospital, but I couldn't really make big moves left and right.
What did I text you when you was in the hospital?
I don't know.
You was in Denver when you had this stroke.
Yes.
And I sent you books and movies, and one of them was...
I probably still got it.
There's 100 things to do in Denver before you die. I text that too. He sent it back. He was like, yo, hilarious. I started sending him all types of shit. Everybody was like, oh, Rodney, get well. I was like, nigga, you need to check this. You need to check this out. 100 things to do in Denver before you die.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You got a fucking problem.
That's my man.
It don't matter. You still got a problem. You got a problem. It's getting more and more apparent every week.
Yeah.
Just random off the cuff bullshit you saying.
Hurtful shit.
That got you about that bed.
I'm not sure if that was it, but
that was it.
Maybe it was either that or Jesus. But,
that wasn't.
No, but I had to figure that out. I had to figure out doing the thing, and so now I can choose to be physical or not, and still deliver the same punch, which I like.
Okay.
So check this out. Check this out, Mr. Perry.
Yeah.
You're sitting there, and you get a call to be on the sequel.
Okay.
For Coming to America.
Okay.
How did that go down?
So I didn't get the call for Coming to America.
I'm going to tell you that Seuss didn't like that movie, but continue.
It's okay.
He sucks.
The residual check was incredible.
Talk about it.
But here goes. I go in. The working title of the film was The Quest. The Quest.
That's what they should have named it. Fuck out of here.
I mean, and I give you some insight on why it wasn't probably what you wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. But so it's The Quest. I go in. I read for The Quest. It was only a couple of lines. I read the shit. I'm like, okay, cool. I get a call maybe a week and a half later. Yo, Rodney, you booked The Quest. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, when do we work? You know, she's like, you're not excited? I'm like, you know, I'm excited, but I gotta go pick my daughter up from school. When do this shit work?
I gotta do laundry.
Right, I'm doing some real shit, some life shit. She's like, Rodney, The Quest is coming to America too. I'm like, whoa, wow. And it was like a surreal moment. I go upstairs and me and my wife, I told her she was the only one in the house. And we never in the house by ourselves. And she was the only one in the house, and I told her, I just booked the movie. She said, what is it? I said, it's Coming to America too. And she looked at me, and we just fucking shed a tear, nigga.
Cried
and I cried.
So when you seen Eddie shout you out,
that was huge. That was huge because, you know, I'm 31. I'm 30 on the call sheet.
right?
I ain't nigga Eddie 1 through 8. You know, I'm 31. I'm literally 31 on the call. 31 on the call sheet. Me and my buddy Nev Green. And so when Eddie is going through the list of comedians in this movie and says Rodney Perry, that's a big deal. I mean, this dude is the reason I do comedy. You know, I watch Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live, and like, that's it. That's what I want to be. Mm-hmm. And so to have, you know, and I've been around Eddie at different parties and stuff throughout my career living in L.A. Mm-hmm. And so, but it's different when a nigga got to be around you on some real business shit.
Because you was around Eddie when he was a rock star.
No, I'm after that.
You go after
I meet niggas after they hate it. niggas is almost regular by the time I meet them.
Oh, you didn't get the walk through the party, grab the girls and leave.
No. I tell you a story off air. I can't tell this story in front of anybody. Help that nigga get over that thing. But So to have the nigga on the set and the nigga, hey, good morning, Rodney, man, how you doing today? I'm like, nigga, this nigga talking to me? and I already knew Arsenio. Arsenio was cool, but then you also on the set with James, I would call him name James Evans, John Amos, and people like that, where you get to really get some of the history of the game. You know, talk to Rick Ross backstage and stuff like that. You know, so it was surreal, man. Now, probably, I want to say, out of what we shot versus what y'all saw, they probably cut out an hour out of that movie. You know, they cut the stuff that me and Lunel, our family, did. They cut like 2 scenes of that, 2-3 scenes. Eddie and Arsenio had 2 other characters that they played. Totally cut that out. The story between Jermaine Fowler and the girl, he had more maturation that would have been in the movie. That got cut because he only had 1 rite of passage. He had like 3 things they shot. So that all would have helped the story, I think. And I wish they had released a director's cut or something like that. But the movie we shot was better than the movie that ended up in the theater. But it goes to Amazon. I'm sure that affected it.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think. I think, but it's just like Hangover and Hangover 2. Hangover 2 was funny, but if Hangover 1 wasn't so hilarious,
crazy,
you would have appreciated Hangover 2.
But that's the occupational hazard with sequels,
right?
That it may not be good, but if you make enough money, they're gonna do another one.
And that's the problem I have with people that name their albums Part 2. Don't name it a Part 2. Just make another album.
Yeah.
Because when you do Part 2 to something, nigga, it got to be incredible or niggas is not going to fuck with it.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be 1 song that you don't fuck with.
Yeah. and like you say, maybe if they call it The Quest,
it would have been.
It gives you a chance to kind of
give
at this
its
movie
own
on
joint.
its own.
Right. So
that shit can't never be on its own either because they call the bitch Coming to America. I mean, it was clever. You put a 2 in there. Oh, Part 2, number 2. But it's still, niggas be like, you see Coming to America? Which one? It is. There's no separation between the 2.
Right. I mean, it technically wasn't a sequel.
Boom.
Right.
Because it's not a 2.
Right. And it's not a
to America.
It don't have a
I thought it said coming. That's why they put the 2 in there. The number 2, Coming to.
But it's not Coming to America 2. It feels a sequel.
Yeah, it's Coming to America.
It don't
They
have
try to be clever with it.
Right.
That's what I got from
it. Don't have a rewatch value to me. I can watch Coming to America. I can watch it right now.
I rewatched it that week. I haven't watched it again ever since then.
A lot of people watch that motherfucker.
That week I watched
trust
it.
me.
I watched it like 3 times.
Trust me.
And then
it got lots of streams and here goes with a family movie. I used to always want a hood classic. I want a hood classic, right? And I started looking at my journey.
You got one, Johnson's Vacation.
Johnson's Family Vacation, but that's a family movie.
Oh, a hood classic. I thought you meant.
I'm talking like Friday.
I thought you were talking about a hood movie, like hood shit.
No, hood movie. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted a Friday
killer shit,
some murder or some violence. I wanted that.
Didn't you do? You did. He was with Jason.
Jason Lauder.
You did
Ghetto,
Product of
American
American Ghetto.
Yeah, I did that. That was we did some shit.
And them niggas won't still. They still trying to charge you for that bitch. You can't stream that one nowhere free.
Yeah, hey, I ain't mad at them. But hear me out though. These family movies get love, man.
Yeah.
Like every year, Johnson Family Vacation.
I see the residual checks.
Madea Big Happy Family
all the time,
nigga.
But for Johnson Family Vacation, when he gets his checks, I'll be like, oh, they play this
again.
movie.
They still coming. I mean, this is 20 years later.
They still get that.
Yeah.
So you get paid for Coming to America?
Yeah.
Every time it goes?
Well, you like every quarter.
Every quarter.
Every quarter you'll
that's what we
get.
was talking about.
Yeah.
You wasn't here. When Jason was here, we was talking about that.
For
Wu-Tang.
For Wu-Tang, Hulu doesn't pay.
He doesn't get residual.
They don't do Hulu doesn't do residual.
It's the deal. It's whatever the deal is.
Right.
But with streaming, it's kind of weird because they can go, we paid already.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then I thought, do you think it was because because Coming to America is an Amazon movie. Because the Wu-Tang shit
is like a series.
It's a Hulu show.
It's a series though.
Yeah.
Right. So they probably bought them out.
Right.
But it's their movie. I mean, it's their show. Does that make a difference?
I mean, they probably got a lot of money. and they probably bought them out on the outset, so it might not be no residuals.
They're making all their money back.
Or like Tyler Perry was doing that at one point. He just pay you up front.
Yeah.
You know, they might go, okay, this movie, they anticipate residuals over 10 years, and they'll pay you that. And you're not gonna go, man, this 50,000 ain't enough, or this 100,000 ain't enough. You're gonna take it.
Yeah.
But when you look down the road 10 years later,
And that motherfucker's still burning.
and that motherfucker's still burning.
It's like a bad rap contract.
It's a bad rap contract. Well said. So
damn.
yeah. But you know, they got rules with movies though. They got Screen Actors Guild. They got all type of rules that they gotta follow. You know, so yeah. But you know, when Tyler Perry first started, like there's a documentary about it out now. He wasn't even paying writers, and according to him, he don't have no writers. He wrote every word, and that's impossible. You know, but the dude worked hard, but I can't say he worked that damn hard.
Right.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, how you know what I'm about to say, nigga?
Shut up,
These
nigga.
niggas is
You
trash.
about
These niggas is
You
trash.
about to say something
You know it was.
Nah, these niggas is trash.
Wait. Okay. You remember the Boondocks, right? You remember the Tyler Perry episode of the Boondocks?
Yeah.
You ever seen it again?
No.
Yeah. Shut it down.
Leave that man alone.
Shut it down.
Leave that man alone.
I like Tyler Perry.
I think he's a genius,
Yeah,
man.
I
I
like
think he's a
that.
genius.
I gained.
I don't believe he wrote all the stories.
I gained more respect for him when he was on Black as Fuck. After
Oh,
that
yeah,
episode-
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That episode of Black as Fuck.
And I didn't like that show till like 3 episodes in.
Yeah, most people, you got to
Yeah,
sit
most
through it.
people
You
say
got to
that,
get
yeah.
to it.
You got to get through it. Then
Yeah.
you like, why them kids talking to their daddy like that?
That's me. I don't like disrespectful children in person.
Yeah,
I don't like
real.
disrespectful kids on TV. Like if I see a child being disrespectful to their parent, I stop watching the show because I'm like, yo, I'd have been killed this.
I don't like the kid. I don't like the kid. But like when I was doing Medea's Big Happy Family,
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Them kids, the way they was talking,
them kids was bad, right?
I'd have been killed them kids.
So I walk into one scene, it's me and the kids. I'm walking through the living room, and they say he got them go. He got them up. I walk in the door, and they go, "Hey, punk ass."
Like real life?
I said, "Cut." You can't say cut. I said, hey, you gotta tell me you gonna make these kids say shit like that. 'Cause I fuck kids up, Tyler Perry. Like you, I mean, I ain't that good an actor, dude.
Yo, when Madea smacked the shit out of them, I was like, yeah, nigga, that's what I'm talking about.
But that's what you can't jump that type of shit because the story is gonna take care of them. Hopefully.
Nah, nigga, he said cut.
He was like, nigga, you can't say
Yeah,
cut.
I don't do disrespectful children.
Yeah.
I don't do disrespectful children on TV. I don't do them in person. I just can't. I just can't do
Right.
it because I didn't grow up that way.
None of us did.
Yeah. So, but because okay,
No, go ahead.
Oh, because when you was talking about having a conversation with
Nigga,
your
I
pop.
did not see Greg Nice dancing like this.
Oh yeah. He was wild.
I did not.
And then he left his shirt in, and then KRS One threw it in the
off,
audience. You were saying that you had the conversation with your pops about life. What you call it? They didn't prepare you for business.
I didn't say that.
You said it, and it hurt my
I said
as a father. Pissed at you.
One of them disrespectful kids.
Right. He gonna change the channel.
I said it was a teachable moment.
A teachable moment. Reason why I say that because I don't know what it was because the same week my mom's had this. She calls me to have this. She was, we don't have these talks, so I don't know. Like I don't know how I raised you, like because we don't. She was like, I don't know if you appreciated anything because we don't have those talks. So I'm like, when you were saying, I'm like, what happened this week that these parents want to have these
heart to heart,
these heart to
Well,
heart.
I think I kind of set that off on our end, but on your end, your mom's be going to church, right?
Yeah, so she just wanted to have.
You don't know what sermon she heard that week, nigga? Because at the funeral, the preacher I was like, dude ain't that good. He kept saying the same shit over and over, but he pretty much
Did he know the person?
he did.
Oh, but he just
Because he
freestyling.
said that 1,000 times to make sure you knew that. But the main thing was get your shit in order. That was the main thing.
That's his
of the story.
message.
But he kept saying it. But my nigga, be a little abstract with it or something.
Maybe he was emotional though. Maybe he was like,
and I think that at one point I could see that he was.
Yeah.
But then I was like, all right, Pastor, wrap it up. You know, they started giving that nigga the wrap it up music. Wrap it up, B. They started playing back there, hitting the drums a little bit.
But my mom's used to, she had banking stuff. She made a bank in the house and had us do a checkbook.
Oh, wow.
And she had us do stuff.
Yeah.
I had a business.
You ain't like, your mom not irresponsible like his dad.
She when I had a business, like I used to sell candy in school. I used to do baskets for the teachers and all that. Like I used to
see. I did that too.
Yeah.
My mom did take me.
Your dad killed it.
My mom did take me to go buy the candy.
Oh, you give your mom credit, but your daddy don't get shit.
I was out there flipping. I
to
was
sell
illegally
in school.
Of course.
Nigga, I was the candy kid. I used to come through, flip it, come through, take your little money, go buy some more.
Yeah.
I used to stash
Did
it.
you cook the candy and bacon sauce?
Yeah. That was later. That was much later. So I told her, I was like, yo, I don't know what she was trying to get from me.
Right.
Because I said I thought I had a great childhood.
Right.
Anything I ever did illegally or anything outside of that was not because I was raised wrong. Mm. I just wanted to hang out with that's where my friends were.
Right.
So I hung out with my friends.
Yeah. There are other things that affect you.
Right. Yeah. I said my mom. I said, yo, I don't have those horrible. I listened to stories of kids that was my peers. They're growing up, even other people that was older than me and the stuff they went through. Y'all niggas, like, I didn't.
Damn, how you make it?
Yeah. Like,
you all right?
None of that happened. Like, I'm like, yo, how could we be from the same hood, and none of that? Like, me and Mace played the Gauchos together. So when Cam did his freestyle dissing him, and he talked about how the coach, Mace told him the coach touched him. I was on that same team. The coach never put his hands on me.
But I'm not cute, nigga.
Nigga, what's wrong with me, nigga? I'm fucking sexy, nigga. Holla at me, nigga.
Hilarious.
But I was like, yo, I said, I don't think you was a bad parent. I thought that you was a parent. So, but I understood. I may not have understood why you did certain things then. But when I got older and I'm listening to the stories of everybody that's around me, I was like, oh, what she was doing was protecting me, and I didn't know what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that. And it wasn't, as a kid, I grew up, kids don't question parents, and parents don't.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, and parents, you don't ask how they feel about something. Because I said so. I said so is a...
Legal. That was legal. Legal and binding.
But I'm watching SVU, his favorite. He hates that shit. So,
I don't hate it. I watch it all the time. And they're just trash.
Yeah, and 911, one of the joints were with Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
And the dude said he kidnaps the boy. And he goes, be quiet or I'm going to kill your parents. And the boy went with him. That wouldn't work with me. Go ahead. I dare you. Like,
Good luck. Lady crazy.
You gonna kill my daddy? Bet. Let's do it. Right. I've heard those stories, the one to grow ons where you grow up and all those after school specials.
Yeah.
And the story that was like, that wouldn't work with me. Right. I don't understand because I can't comprehend.
I think that only work with kids that parents lie to them. Mm-hmm. You know, like my mother was like super transparent with me. I knew like adult shit as a kid because we had people in the family that would tell it, and she never wanted me to be a disadvantage for somebody telling me something I didn't know. So I can always go, oh, I know that. Mm-hmm. You know, I know your real daddy is. Me too.
and
you
ain't telling me those.
So it take all the steam out of this shit. But you know, speaking of funerals, man. So we lost my mom like 3.5 years ago.
Right. I remember.
No, she not dead. She in the mall somewhere. No, she gone. I'm sorry. No.
Laugh at my pain.
Please. So I ended up having to eulogize my mom, and I just didn't want nobody else in the family to do it or the preacher to do it. I was like, I'm gonna do it. You know, this is not on my mother, but it's probably one of my best friends. And so this is how good I am. I killed a eulogy. These niggas
I was killing it.
These niggas booked me.
You go
The church niggas.
To do everybody.
Hey man, can we talk to you for a second? Yeah, we want to see if we can get you to come back in 3 weeks to do the church, blah blah. I'm like, man. I said, are you trying to book me? My mother's funeral, sir. I said, how much y'all got?
How much y'all paying?
Dude, I went back to that little town and did that event. That shit was more emotional than my mom's funeral. Because I was back in that town. I was by myself. I didn't have my family, nigga. And I was doing that event for them and broke all the way down.
In the same place.
Yeah, it was the same place.
Fell out there.
I didn't fall out, but nigga, I was emotionally distraught. Okay. You know? So I do that, and then we lose my mom, my grandmother, like a year later. And so I do her eulogy. I do my grandmother's eulogy, my mother's eulogy. We're in the ceremony. And my aunt, our oldest member of our family, she go, Mookie, they call me Mookie. Mookie, I want you to do mine.
She's telling you now she wants you to do it right now. Right now.
Promise me right now, Mookie, you gonna do mine. You got kids, let your kids do. No, them niggas ain't good as you. I was like, God.
So you know that you
I'm on
booked.
that's on the book.
You got something.
You booked.
You got something coming up.
I'm booked.
I got two more things before we get out of here. Yo, Deontay Wilder
Yeah.
and Tyson Fury.
Did y'all see that shit?
I watched it.
I watched it.
I thought it was a great fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
He looked
Deontay won in the seventh.
He won the first round.
He won on the card.
He won the first round.
He won the
he
first
won
round.
the first round.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was like, he's actually boxing.
He won the seventh round. But he knocked him.
But did you see how winded he looked though?
Yeah,
He
I'm
looked
about
like
to say he was diesel, but he wasn't healthy.
He was out of it. Though.
That was the third round. He was winded.
He was yep. He was out of it for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
So that shit came. I mean, I was surprised when he got that knockdown. Was it the seventh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He got the two knockdowns in the seventh. It was like
I thought Tyson was out.
No, nigga, that first one, when he caught that nigga like right here, he caught him. Bow. You could see the shot go through Tyson Fury's body because he kind of flabby. So he hit him, and then you see that nigga body. That nigga body waved all the way down.
Toe twitch.
But he thought it was over too because he walked away. He like nigga.
He thought it was over in the second fight when he knocked him down.
Yeah, right.
He did that in the second round. But that shit, you could see that shit go. That shit was like an atomic blast, nigga. You can see that shit go through his body.
But that motherfucker was so out of it in the fight, man. When
That
he
shit was
landed them
me.
shots, I was like, I think Tyson Fury went down on his own. I think Tyson Fury trying to even this shit up. I mean, trying to he's trying to make it more difficult.
Nah, he's trying to
than it
get
has
some
be.
rest. He's trying to get some rest.
That first one, he got him. That was real.
I saw the footage of Wilder like going, I don't respect you. I mean, should he have done that?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I don't agree with that. But his whole thing,
it's just white people. He don't like white people.
He's still dwelling on that. He think Tyson Fury cheated, and now now they're coming up with a story. He's saying that he loaded his gloves and shit the first time.
His gloves wasn't wrapped. His hands wasn't wrapped right or some shit.
But I don't buy that.
But this fight, you should be able to say be able to be a man and be like, all right, you got this.
You got me.
But he did that. He was like, yeah, you got it, but I don't respect you though because you cheated the first time. That was his whole attitude on it. But
that was whack.
I mean, that shit was whack.
You should have gave a nigga some props when you walk in. Nigga, you won this because styles make fights. So you could be physically stronger.
Is Wilder a good enough boxer?
No, he's not a good boxer.
Not at all.
He punches hard.
He's a hard puncher, but a good boxer that size is gonna give him problems.
Now, is he gonna fight Joshua?
Who?
Wilder.
No, because Fury got the belt.
No. Don't matter.
Joshua,
both of them niggas just lost.
Yeah.
Joshua lost.
They could.
Oh, I didn't know
fight.
Joshua lost. Did Joshua lose his
Like
last
2 weeks ago.
He lost his belt.
I didn't know that he fought.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because that shit came on in the middle of the afternoon. I thought it was that night.
How about this? The heavyweight division is whack.
Let's start
there.
I think they can make a good fight. They can make a good fight and get some money.
Matter of fact, boxing is whack right now because Floyd is gone. Whatever people say about Floyd was the truth, and he's gone. And the best matches with people that ain't even fighters. These damn exhibition matches.
That's the shit I don't like. I definitely don't like.
Yeah, those are horrible.
He's a boxer.
I definitely don't like it. I love boxing. I still love boxing. I mean, just because I just love it. You know what I'm saying? But this whole trend of them fighting motherfuckers from TV and YouTube and all that shit, I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I do think Wilder can come back and fight Joshua. I think Wilder beats everybody else.
You think you can beat one of them crazy white boys to be boxing?
Who,
as a boxer?
Who, Wilder?
No, you personally.
Oh no, I'm way gone. I'm past that. I ain't.
But you could, if you ever box, you can get into shape in a couple of weeks.
I think I could get. I mean, they paying some money. Yeah, I whip myself into shape. I think I can do it. Yeah, I be watching TV all the time, thinking like, oh yeah, I could beat that dude. But I know in reality, I can't beat him right now. I can't beat him right now.
He can get up in there and get it back.
I do these.
You do some celebrity boxing.
I do the boxing workouts. You know, I go to the Pepper Gym, and I swear that shit how you think you can fight.
Yeah.
I be in that motherfucker going, I'm fucking up this thing. If a nigga motherfucker, I'm gonna go.
The nigga gotta hit you back.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna be counting this shit. Like, get my ass toe up.
What Kevin Hart said, he was like, yo, I'm trained to take the gun from somebody. But he was like, oh, no, he holding it sideways. I wasn't trained for that. I want him this way. Oh, he a killer. No.
Leave that nigga alone. Yeah, them people how you think you can fight, man. You got to put your foot and turn your toe into the ground. Yeah, you gonna get your foot
with the Mayweather shoulder
jump
on
off the ground.
Yeah. When you see a nigga getting this, like, oh no, this is what you do. Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah. But who was left for Buddy to fight?
There's nobody.
The dude who beat Joshua.
I mean, I don't think he gonna
that
get
you don't even know his name.
He hate talking shit again. That nigga's a bum. The fuck out.
I think Joshua and Wilder gonna fight.
I think they should fight.
But you know your man fucking Wilder with the excuses he had after fight 2 got on my nerves. Now he's saying that he got punched behind the ear. That's why his equilibrium was off.
Oh, I didn't peep that.
And he broke.
He caught a rabbit punch.
And he broke his hand in the 6.
Now I did hear that.
He's saying he broke his hand in the 6 and he got punched behind the ear.
That shit never heal. I mean, they said it about Mayweather that he had brittle hands. And that shit never gets better.
You broke your hand in the 6th, but you knocked him out in the 7th. Well, you knocked him down in the 7th. Shake that off, nigga.
Yeah.
Stop with the excuses. That's real bitch made right there. And I fucks with you. But the way
they also saying that that now they saying that Fury got a long count. They saying he got an 18-second count.
He did.
For the knockdown.
18?
He did. Yeah, they said that during the fight.
Because the ref. Yeah. They were saying that. Yeah. But now
they cut to a commercial. We'll be right back.
They said that during the fight because they was like the ref was supposed to get on the count with my man. That was it, and he didn't do that.
How did it get long? I didn't watch the fight. So did it get long because you go to your corner and then he start counting late, or did he just take a long time count?
You outside the ring and I'm the referee. He go down. You start counting. Then I'm like, and I come over. I'm supposed to go to you, and you on 4.
I'm supposed to be on 4.
5. Right. This nigga, he started at 0.
Yeah.
0.
But I think Wilder ain't been the same.
1.5.
Ever since he did that to this day shit, he was never going to win nothing else.
Yeah, he out of control. He out of control. You don't you got to have a certain gracefulness in boxing. I think
you're not Muhammad Ali. True.
You're not a great ambassador for the sport. You know he's not.
And they don't want him to be the face
of
heavyweights.
And I don't think they like Fury either.
They don't. They gonna find somebody to fuck Fury up. Yeah. It's just not nobody.
They love Fury.
You know how I know.
So? Yeah. He ain't white enough.
No, you know how I know that
he's not a white American.
But he comes out like he is.
He's
come out to Sweet Home Alabama and shit, all this hick shit.
He's trying to be white.
I don't know what he's trying to be.
He's trying to be the Great White Hope, but he might be. And another thing, my friend.
He's from British. He's Britain, and they was talking about him and Lennox Lewis. They reaching back to old fucking boxers. That's telling you that the heavyweight is trash. When you reaching back to Lennox Lewis, asking him if he want to come out of retirement.
No, heavyweight division been trash for a long time.
Long time. They trying to shake the shit up now because now they got a new division. They got a new division called the Bridger weights. You heard of that?
How many? What is that?
That's if I'm not mistaken, I think the heavyweights they're gonna have to be above 220 or something like that.
Okay.
So now the Bridger weights is like 200 to 220 or some shit like that.
Oh wow!
They're supposed to be slightly smaller than the heavyweights.
They used to have people in that space because what's the name was there? They got his ear bit.
Holyfield.
Cruiserweight. He was a cruiserweight.
Yeah, but ain't that the cruiserweight?
No,
that weight. No,
they just added it like a couple months ago.
Then they have light heavyweight.
Huh?
Didn't they have light heavyweight?
They still got that.
Roy Jones was a light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight is 175. Is anything up to from 169 to 175 is light heavyweight.
The cruiserweight is heavier than that though.
Cruiserweight is 176 to 199.
Okay, so this is the next bigger guy.
Mm-hmm. So this is 200 to, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 219 to 220.
Them niggas gonna be trash too.
Hey,
because you see all these big
I don't
giant
criticize no professional athlete. If you stand in that ring and they pay you to do that, you probably good as shit.
Yeah,
you can definitely fuck me up.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you gonna hit him with the 1-2?
Nigga, I'm getting out of there. I'm gonna slide at the bottom of that shit. I'm out of that bitch.
Shoot you. That's what I'm on. Nigga, I'm fucking. Hold up. I see you. Nigga, I'm gonna shoot you in the calf.
Yeah, stay right there. I'm gonna shoot you in your pinky toe.
I don't want to kill you, but you gonna get some flesh wounds around here.
At least.
You get some flesh wounds. Versus.
Yeah,
we watched that.
Yeah,
Big Daddy Kane.
I'm Big Daddy Kane.
Versus
I'm going with
the
Kane.
great KRS-One. Yeah. This young man says,
my whole thing from the beginning, I said,
"Hey, I'm a speech."
I also said that I didn't want KRS-One to get up there with that shit. I said,
he almost hit the speech.
He tried to.
Close.
That freestyle was trash.
I said it was. If he get up there with that preaching shit, he lost. I don't want to hear that. Right. But I said KRS-One got way more joints than Big Daddy Kane. Period. Way more.
No, he got more albums than this.
Yes.
This nigga got like 30 albums.
Yes. It was mad she didn't do. Don't forget about Boogie Down production shit. So he got way more joints than Big Daddy Kane. But I want to say the first 10, 11 rounds, Kane washed him.
Kane was killing this thing.
Kane washed him.
Kane came out, nigga. That's the man.
He blew his load though, man.
Because Kane, I'm not gonna come out and say, yo, Kane is trash, and that Kane is one of my favorite rappers.
Yes, indeed.
Big Daddy Kane, Daryl McDaniels, two of my favorite rappers.
That's it.
Period. And I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, nah, KRS-One, that nigga got more shit than Kane.
Yeah, you said that.
No, this is the problem with your argument.
What's that?
You are what you know about KRS-One and what he actually did.
Now I didn't get into that. The reason he washed him the first 11 rounds because Kane came out and was the Kane that I know and love. That nigga came out rapping.
Rapping.
KRS-One. Everybody called him Chris. The nigga name ain't even Chris.
Right.
What's his name?
Lawrence Parker.
Wait, who the fuck is Chris?
Lawrence Parker came out.
Knowledge reigns supreme. Chris.
He came out and he wasn't rapping. He wasn't rapping his songs. He was chanting. He was
letting the people talk.
Do it.
I ain't like that.
His breath control was trash. If he came out and was rocking like he's supposed to be rocking, then I would have been like, I don't know. But nah, Kane came out hitting him. And then when the nigga did Young, Gifted, and Black in Mortal Kombat, it's over, nigga. It's over for you. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Chris. So, hey.
Friday the 13th, I'm going to play Jason. Friday the 13th.
I knew that was scratch. You knew that was coming.
Yeah, scratch.
Oh, this is one of my highlights.
Right here.
Little dance break with the old school dude with the leather jacket.
Yeah, KRS-One bought break dancers out. He bought a bunch of old niggas nobody knew. And then Kane came out with Crazy Legs and all the rest of these niggas. We could do that.
That nigga even won the break dance competition.
Nobody know these niggas. Get the fuck out of here.
Roddy Perry said they was gonna come out and do graffiti next.
They
lost.
They was gonna build a wall and then paint it.
You gotta do all the elements, nigga.
Yeah, he'd have lost. Kane would have lost. Kane don't do he don't do fucking graffiti.
Yeah,
He'd have won that round.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know what the world is saying. I like Kane. I'm a Kane fan though, so I can't say.
And then Scratch flexed on Kid Capri.
He did, but niggas say it was a bad look. What'd you say about Scratch?
Kid Capri like, yeah, you can do that shit for 2 minutes, but nigga, can you rock a party?
I think Scratch was
thirsty, man. Yeah. Scratch was trying to get a whole lot of shine.
No, he wanted to tear Kid Capri. He wanted that smoke.
You think he wanted that?
He wanted that smoke.
I don't think he wanted. I think he wanted the smoke.
Oh yeah.
Like
he
rocked the
crowd. Oh, Kid Capri get busy.
No, yeah, man. Kid Capri. If I'm doing a club, I'm gonna get Kid Capri. If I'm having a fucking fucking DJ battle, I'm getting DJ Scratch
all day.
If I want to shit on both of them, I'm getting
Jazzy Jeff.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't fuck with Scratch. Jazzy ain't doing no tricks.
Jazzy
did Jazzy invent the Transformer?
He invented the Transformer.
Jazzy Jeff got tricks.
No, Kid Capri is the blend king. You can go from transition from record to record. You ain't fucking with Kid Capri.
DJ Scratch put that nigga in the DJ competition.
He don't want that. He don't want that.
Who, DJ Scratch?
Yeah.
Yes, he do.
Rock rated to kill that nigga. God bless the dead.
DJ Scratch. DJ Scratch ain't no slouch.
Oh no, Scratch.
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff ain't fucking with Scratch. Head to head, let's put that out there. Let's put that poll out there. Scratch.
Jazzy Jeff versus
DJ Scratch.
Everything I've been told is that Jazzy Jeff is the best DJ.
No, he's nice,
but it's like
that he's the best DJ in the world.
DJ Scratch is like if they was playing football,
he won.
He like Michael Vick and Dan Marino.
Right. Yeah.
They don't go together.
Exactly.
If you put them together, that's who DJ Jazzy Jeff is.
Dan Marino breaking all these.
So who was Scratch?
That nigga got the laser. He can run. He can pass. He can do everything. Because Jazzy Jeff could rock the party and do the competition.
Right.
Scratch, he could rock a party, but he ain't gonna do it like that. Scratch, I mean that nigga just gonna be like I guess just Michael Vick. He regular Michael Vick.
Michael Vick ain't throwing. He like, hold up. I'm going on.
He regular Michael Vick.
Now was this battle harder for KRS-One because he's not as handsome of a guy? I mean, I think life is harder for you.
You spell gangster without gay.
Pause. I'll pause that. But
no. I don't know. Because hip hop don't care about that.
Hip hop absolutely cares.
I think KRS is like a
hip hop absolutely cares.
He like a retired boxer.
Love Greg Mack.
Exactly. And that nigga ugly as shit.
And that's all they talked about. Yeah, niggas love Biggie.
That was his mistake.
And that's all Biggie talked about.
Yeah. Black and ugly as ever. However.
Nah, see.
So ugly affects you everywhere in the world in life, but hip hop.
Ugly can either help you or it can take. It depends on how nice you are.
That's what I'm saying. So not in hip hop. It don't matter in hip hop.
No, because money makes you pretty. Because 50 is ugly as shit. But some people think that he's attractive because he got money.
So gay is a gangster?
Yeah, gay. Gangster without gay. We about to get canceled. It's our last episode, 61.
Hey, what's up, gay?
You're stupid.
Nah. I don't think. Well, I don't know, because he told him, he was like, "Yo, you want that smooth shit?" You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane was Big Daddy Kane.
Then the nigga did Pimpin' Ain't Easy,
nigga.
But
now that was cancelable.
But he changed it. That's when he changed his verse on.
There.
Because I don't know. I can remember what he said. That we don't need to worry about what he said.
Right.
But he changed his verse on that because he said some shit that ain't gonna fly today. Right. But at the end, how you do that? And at the end, you don't have my nigga come out and say, "Bitch, better have my money."
Who on that song?
Nice and Smooth.
Nice and Smooth. That was when Nice and Smooth came out. Mm-hmm. It was Big Daddy Kane, Nice and Smooth, and who said that at the end? Was it Scoop? I mean Scrap?
Scrap, Scoop. I know one of them. Yeah, Scoop. No, Scoop.
Yeah, and at the end, bitch, better have my money. That's all I was waiting for.
Right.
But he did, because when we was going over the list, I forgot all about that. That wasn't on my list. KRS-One did a bunch of shit that wasn't on nobody's list. It was like, nigga, you pull this out? What the fuck are you doing? He didn't do Duck Down. He didn't do a lot of shit.
He didn't do the joint with him and Buckshot.
Not the one together.
Yeah, not the one together. Okay. Nigga, he'd have brought Buckshot out, nigga.
He did bring Buckshot out.
Oh, no, I missed that one. I missed that shit.
Because he did, because when he said how many MCs must get this, for somebody
Buckshot,
says don't fuck with Chris, and then Buckshot came out.
Okay, I missed that one. I missed that shit.
And then
Buckshot little thing got weird at the end, too.
It did.
I missed all of that.
Nigga, the whole ending was weird.
It was kind of anticlimactic at the end.
And then how you, like you said.
What was Kane's last song?
I can't remember.
Kane's last song?
I can't remember.
Because he went like 20 minutes without saying nothing.
Because his last song was his last song. That one, it was cool, and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. And he did it, and then that was it. He ain't had no more. Because KRS-One called him out when he was trying to do, he was like, nigga, you want the DJs to scratch and all that? We ain't doing that. We came here for verses. You running out of records. Facts. super facts.
When he was saying, I ain't rapping all that fast shit. When he was like, you want to freestyle, nigga, let's freestyle.
Yeah,
and he told him, he was like, yo, Bronx keep creating it, Brooklyn keep on taking it. That nigga, I took that shit, Kane, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Chris don't want that smoke.
Yeah, I feel like Kane won though.
I know Kane got this, nigga.
You say Kane won the whole thing?
I think Kane took it. I think Kane. I don't. It wasn't a slaughter.
No, by no means.
Yeah, it wasn't a slaughter.
No, it wasn't a blowout.
It wasn't a slaughter. It wasn't as bad as Fat Joe and Ja Rule. You know what I mean? He didn't get dragged in this motherfucker. But
in the beginning, Kane was mashing him. I said at the end because I knew where it was going to start getting murky. It got
little muddy waters around here.
It got a little murky, and I was like, okay, here it go.
See, KRS should have bought Redman out with Angie.
KRS One, he could have did that whack ass thing we did with Puffy, brought Puffy out. But the thing, all I was waiting, the niggas, there was talk amongst people. Sometimes there was chatter on the possibility
of Jay-Z coming out.
He
wasn't gonna
be out of that
shit. James
Roddy Perry comes in and crushes the whole show. That nigga in France. That's not happening.
Yeah, somebody told me that today. I was like,
there's somebody wedding, right? There's somebody wedding.
I don't know.
Jay is never doing a versus. He would shut the verses down.
This is the one.
He would have to do a verse himself.
He's not going to do it.
No, but this is the one.
It's the one. This would be the one he would have came out with the record they got. He'd have bought Jay out, and I would have bought Jay and Jazzo out on these niggas.
It don't matter. All he had to do is bring Jazz. It don't matter.
Bring Jazzo. You on the same record. Y'all together, nigga.
Because at the end, when he was introducing niggas, he was like, "Yeah, let me bring my man up," and I was like, "Is it?" This nigga brought up Eric B.
Yeah, why? Anyway, listen. I would have had.
I thought he was about to do a joint with Rakim.
Nigga, I did the Young Gifted in Black, and then had Jay do his version of Young Gifted in Black. Oh, shut the whole fucking shit down, nigga.
Yo, I still remember the Jay-Z B-sides concert. First thing he did when he came out. I said, this is the greatest shit ever. Ever. I don't care what he do after this. But he kept coming with hits.
Right.
But when he started the bitch with Young Gifted in Black, that was it. But when you do it, he should have let that Farrakhan come at the beginning. And out of the mercy of Allah, anytime you got Farrakhan on the track, nigga, I'm listening.
It's a rap.
I'm listening.
Right.
Like, oh, this nigga about to go in.
Rodney, what you got coming up?
What do I got coming up? I'm actually producing. I got a TV show I'm working on, shooting it in Chicago.
Okay.
Shot half of it. We're shooting the second half of it next weekend.
You got to do our show too, nigga.
Yeah.
You're not funny, Joe.
Yeah. We've been picking it for a long time.
Yeah.
And so that's coming down the pipe, and then some tour dates coming up. RodneyPerry.com, the website. Rodney Perry Live.
You in Atlanta Comedy Theater, November 4th.
November 4th through the 7th, yes.
Yeah, nigga.
Atlanta
Comedy Theater. Nigga. Niggas listen to us. Nigga.
Atlanta Comedy Theater, November 4th through the 7th. Come through.
Get your tickets, nigga.
Yeah.
We got to sell that out.
Yeah, we really do. Really, it's gonna be a good weekend. I'm doing some new shit.
You want some new shit?
I might.
No, I want no old jokes, nigga.
The oldest shit I can find. Dust it out.
Who are you looking at right now? But before I go around the room, who's a young guy? Give me 3 new young guys that we should be looking at as far as comedy.
Well, this guy's not young, but he started comedy after a 20-year Navy career. Marvin Hunter.
I love Marvin.
Super funny cat, man.
But he be doing the same jokes too. But yeah, I fuck with Marvin.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, he's still young. Though.
Yeah, right.
He's technically old nigga, but
young in this joint. But Marvin Hunter is hilarious.
Yeah, very dope. I like Rob Hayes. We talked about earlier. Rob Hayes, quality comedian.
Yeah,
I like this internet dude, Desi Banks too, man.
You like Desi?
I like Desi Banks.
I haven't seen him do comedy, but he's annoying to me as far as
I'm trying. Which one is Desi Banks? The one from here?
That's from Atlanta, young guy.
I like him.
Yeah,
I like Desi Banks, man.
That's the one that was like, yo, no more dick.
I haven't seen
no more dick.
I haven't seen him do comedy.
Yeah, I haven't seen him do stand up.
His stand up not bad. His stand up not bad.
What you think about the boy Ha Ha Davis?
They say his stand up is bad. I ain't seen him personally with my own eyes.
Yeah, I haven't seen his stand up.
Yeah. I haven't seen his stand up, but there's certain.
But he tickles me. That nigga on the internet, that nigga start yelling.
His skits is funny.
Yeah.
Young fella.
Right, yelling and shit.
Toot that ass. I don't like that shit. That shit is real gay.
Yeah, super duper.
Super duper gay. Can we say gay? Is that acceptable to y'all?
I mean, he is pretty happy. He's a happy guy.
I don't like the gays hijack the happiness.
Right? Thank you.
I hate it.
You can't take it. You can't take the word.
Taking all the happiness away.
Louis C.K. just dropped the new special.
Oh, did he?
The shit is fucking funny. So make sure you check it out. But he addressed that shit.
Oh, wow.
But he was like, yo, I don't like they keep taking our words.
He about to get canceled next.
No, he
Oh, he's coming out of cancellation.
He's coming out of it. He talked about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. He pulled his dick out.
Yeah.
He was in his own room.
He was in his own room, nigga. Nigga, the fuck out of here. Nigga's my room.
This is your room, but that doesn't give you the right to pull your dick out in here while we in here.
If
they say he announced it.
I'm gonna pull my dick out.
All right, hey, I'm gonna go.
I gave you a chance to leave. It's coming out.
Sarah Silverman said, I'm gonna pull my dick, and I sat there and watched him. I wasn't mad because he said it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to start beating off." She sat there and watched it. She was like, "I didn't get mad. I was in his room."
I got to get this stress up on
right now, right at this moment. Y'all niggas stressing me out. Hold on.
That nigga must have had that mask too far under the table.
Right.
He could not get to it.
But your man said, the word retard. He was like, retarded. He was like, yo, that's a medical term. He was like, yo, y'all took retarded from us. He was like, we never called retarded people retarded. He said that'd be wrong.
Right.
He said if
Some people did.
He said, I call you retarded, nigga. They're like, yo, you acting retarded. Like he said, it didn't mean it wasn't offensive, nigga. I'm just saying
absolutely
you
offensive.
Retarded, nigga. Don't take my word from me.
It might be the most offensive thing you can say.
It don't work.
You retarded, nigga.
That's like when you talk about the gay thing. Because at a point in time, well, not even a point in time because it just happened again today. But when niggas be like, "Oh, that's gay. That's gay." And
remember the commercial with Grant Hill? Gay. Don't you?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Grant Hill.
No, but I worked with this cat and I said it. I was like, "Oh, that's gay." And he's gay. No, he's gay.
Oh, he's gay.
And I was like, "Oh." I mean,
but gay don't mean gay. And Lewis said that he was like, yo, back in the day when you said it didn't mean gay, he was like, you acting like I'm
gonna have to bleep all that out.
Yeah. He was like, yo, if I seen somebody,
why don't we just sign off? We going down a rabbit hole.
Right,
people from,
this nigga here.
People from Venice is acting like Venetians. He like, nigga, we ain't real. Right now, he was like, if I seen somebody, I'm like, yo, stop making.
So Roddy Perry, where can they find you at?
I'll be at Atlanta Comedy Theater from the 4th through the 7th, man. I'm excited about it, and I'm producing this show, and we just doing some quality stuff out here.
So you're doing 3 days at Atlanta. Is it just you, or you got some other people on there?
It'll be some couple of guys, but I'm
some new guys, or you got some.
Whoever asked me.
Whoever want to get on. I got 6 minutes. Can I get? I got a 6 minute strong set.
I believe. I really do. I believe.
I heard him say the same thing to this chick the other night.
6 minutes strong.
I got
strong 6 minutes.
I got a strong 6 minutes for you, baby.
Hey,
it'll be the best 6 minutes of your life.
Let me tell you something.
You can go right home about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get there.
You gonna get there. So Atlanta Comedy Theater from the 4th to the 7th. You got some joint that you're producing.
Yeah.
You got any movies coming up?
I did a movie with Joe Coy.
Oh, the little Asian dude.
Yeah, he's Filipino. Yeah, and I did a movie with him, and it should be out around the 1st of the year.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be like a big movie. It should do for what Filipinos, what that Crazy Rich Asians did for the Japanese and the Chinese.
I actually like that movie, but Joe Coy is not that funny to me, so.
Joe Coy
I'm messing with you. We gonna bleed that out. But I like Joe Coy.
I
like. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. I don't want to fuck your money up, but
no, he's got tons of fans, so you don't have to like him.
It's funny.
The Filipinos love that nigga.
He's not funny to me. I'll kill Joe Coy instead.
He's funny to me.
You don't want 6 minutes?
You would like him though. He's a 6 minutes great guy.
You give Joe Coy 6 minutes. Give me 6 minutes. I'm killing this nigga.
No, you're not.
We're gonna set it up. Versus.
The Versus. I got 6 minutes
coming, son.
Will Walker.
Yes, sir.
Walker.
Yeah, man. I've been looking at this too, man. I ain't even popped my new one, man. I might go ahead and do it real quick for
you. Don't have to do that,
Walker. What you got coming up, Walker?
I ain't got nothing. I'm about to take down this Colt 45.
Colt 45.
But You know, I ain't got nothing going on. You know, just doing the same thing.
I'm gonna need you to get some shit going.
Hey, come on, man. I had some action the last time. You know, I had some action.
You made that shit up.
Too much the last time. You know.
B Price, what you got going on, my
nigga? Yeah, I'm gonna go to work in the morning.
What you do?
Some things.
Okay.
And then what?
Keep going.
Oh no, that's about it. I'm gonna go to work.
This week we at we in Phoenix November 5th.
PHX.
I'm in Syracuse November 6th. We in Vegas November 13th.
Oh, it should be a good night. Good run. That's a good run.
Yeah.
Phoenix November 5th.
I'm in Phoenix November. I'm from the 4th to the 6th, but the 5th is the show.
No, next week. Teacher gonna be in Phoenix next week.
Yeah. So we in Phoenix November 13th. We still on the Case 25 tour.
Nice.
And so I'm booked.
That's a good show.
I'm booked to January 9th. So we out here. But those are my next 3 joints that we have. And there's other stuff in there, but those private events, so I ain't got to shout them. But specific shows, we got Phoenix at the Celebrity Theater.
In the round.
Yeah. So the Phoenix joint, the one in Vegas, we outside. We got Deontay Cole on there. He's hosting. Shout out to him. He just lost his mother, so he's still out here working through all that other shit. So I don't know how funny he's gonna be, but he is a hilarious.
I heard he's back performing.
Oh, he's back. Yeah.
So
that's hard because you lost your moms and you still had to work.
Yeah. I mean, you get through it, man. It's tough, but you know, they said one of the comedians crashed his mom's funeral.
Crashed? How you crash your funeral?
I mean, like put themselves on as speaking.
Wow.
And it was not cool.
Nah.
Yeah.
Cool. We'd have pulled that nigga off this day. We'd have beat the shit out of him.
That nigga's family wanted to fuck that dude up.
Yeah, we'd have dragged that.
It was bad.
But this is episode 61. Mm-hmm. This has been hilarious. Mm-hmm. This is not only my friend. I mess with Rodney Perry outside of that. And I'm glad you checked in with us on the 61st episode. Appreciate you.
6-1.
I know it was a little long because we, flew in this and the other. And I appreciate you stepping in. And episode 61 is a wrap.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Get out of here, man. Gorilla pimp your ass, motherfucker. Pimp this, you motherfucker.